Here is another example of interactive stamping. We've gotten a lot of questions on how to do it, so I'm going to show you a simple way to do it. This is going to do the sprig, wreath, and the little bucket. I've got these two right here I'm going to work with. Now, the first thing is you could just take the sprig and circle it, make a circle, but people have said, how do you make it really round? Just take any kind of a round object and take a greenish colored pen and draw yourself a light circle so you have a pattern to follow. Excuse me. Now I'm taking the sprig, excuse me, again. I'm taking the rig in a hunter green and I'm just going to go around that circle. Now you're going to make it irregular, that's why I mean sometimes you don't necessarily have to draw a circle, you could just go around and then come back and fill it in where you'd like to, but I'm giving you an idea that you might want to use. Okay, it has a direction, so I'm going to take it, turn it the other direction, and go back the way I came, fading some off, which just means blotting them off, so I have lights and darks. I don't want to see the line underneath there. Maybe I should have used a lighter green, but that's all right. So now I'm putting some more, filling in my wreath, so I have this nice wreath. At Christmas time, you would put lights and things like that on, but I'm not going to do this for a Christmas thing. I'm going to do this for a spring thing. So now I have bunches of things sticking out. All right, I have a wet paper towel that I blot my wreath, my sprig off, and I've got that done. We have two stubbies, a daisy and a little leaf sort of a thing. I don't really have a name for it. Now, you saw the sprig in a hunter green. I'm doing the little leaf thing in a hunter green. There's a difference in what they look like because one's a solid image and one is not. So they will complement each other, and I will go and show you that when I get to that point. Now, I'm taking a rainbow pad and I'm hitting across two colors, and I'm going to put some daisies in here. Maybe a darker one up in this neighborhood, and maybe a darker one in this neighborhood. Okay, blot it off on a wet paper towel, go back with that little 3-leaf type thing and put it in, and it looks like a different color, but it's not. It's the same hunter green, and just put it in where you would like it. And I think I'm almost enough here. I'll bring this up there. Now I have another little flower, put those away over here, that I'm going to use on a bucket project, but right now I'm going to take this little flower which is on a stick. I'm going to go over here and blue, and I'm just going to put a few blue ones in here to kind of spread out the flowers and add another color to it. So now we have this little wreath. You could put a bow on it. You have lovely little spring design. Taking my pot, pale, in black, putting it down, pressing it even and holding it. Now at this point it's coloring it. How do you go about coloring? I'll close these so I don't get my arms in them. I need that one later. I'm going to take Tombow pens and I'm going to take a light gray. Every time I stamp something in black, I put a light gray around it. Set it on the ground, and I'm going to come in on part of it with the light gray. Now I'm going to take the darker gray and I'm going to pick up some of the point to my lighter gray so I have another tone in here without going too dark. Then I'm going to take the dark gray straight and just drop a little in to create another color. I'm going to drag this off so we have light and a dark on this pale. Okay, and a little more darker. This is the darker one. You can see it. Now I'm going to take a khaki color. This is a khaki color. And I'm going to go across and the handle and here and drop a little in. The khaki color has a tendency to age things and make them look old. So there is your pail. Now I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to tear an edge So I have a nice flat edge. I'm going to lay it across the pail. This is masking. I'm going to take the sprig in a hunter green and I'm going to fill it in. Now, many of the times when you do this, you blot some off so you have light and dark. That adds interest. So we have that. And then I bring it down here to the edge and I drop one down there. The flower I'm going to use with this one, and I'm going to blot this one off again on a wet paper towel, and I'll blot off the pail so you know that. Move these Tombows out of the way. Now I'm going to take that little bitty one I had where I put blue in here, and I'm going to put blue flowers in here. Close that up so I don't put my hands in it, and pick up flowers. These are little blue flowers. You can take these little flowers, and I'm just kind of doing them straight right now, and I mixed a color here that changed the tone, and there's one. But you can take these and you can actually make them bigger just by bouncing them around on themselves. So you have some bigger ones. And don't forget that sometimes you blot them off and you have some in the background. And you have that going on. And I think maybe I need one more in about here. So this is the sprig wreath with the flowers of daisies and the little bucket, and showing you how to do the Tombow colors. Hopefully you can use these ideas and enjoy them.